Hello everyone, this is Akhier, and we've got a new version of Dwarf Fortress 0.40.07. Join another set of bug fixes, major bug fixes. Fixed crash that involved promoting certain stops above their route. That's interesting. Remove some stale invasion data preventing further invasions. That would be important. Stop dwarves from breeding like animals, technically speaking. I'm guessing that's what I was experiencing with my last video, where the one guy had kids with everyone. Because, yeah. Made diplomats search for civ-level landholders properly. Fixed some path buffering problems that were screwing up my neighbor list, etc. Yeah, that would be a problem. Fixed a few problems with undead AI. Okay. I wonder what problems were there. Stop sleeping incapacitated dwarves from doing things. That would be amusing. Fix problem with squad leader assignment and military screen. Made sparring people use their weapons properly. I'll have to actually figure out sparring at some point. Made unretired forts unhide fully, flowing from surface and all units. Yes, I understand that. Other bug fixes tweaks. Made masterpiece announcements wait for all item info to be decided before trying to print item name. That would cause a problem. Eliminated an OSX key conflict for text deletion. Made install colony jobs respect each other's targets. Made install colony jobs react to missing hive at gather destination. Oh, colony as in a beehive. Okay, that makes more sense. Made another adjustment to designation jobs to help them verse paths that became bad. Require animal hauling laborers for various jobs. Added new laborers for hauling trade goods, pulling levers, removing construction, and hauling water. Laborers? Is that from the labor screen? Because that'd be really useful. I'll have to check that out right away. Attached Attach trap cleaning to clean labor. Made laborless building construct destroy jobs, take furniture hauling. Allowed burrows to restrict worship item search or not. Default is off. Added assigned citizen number to burrow list. Stop paralyzing injured dwarves from spamming rest cancellation messages. Stop some CPU intensive temperature wobble. Ooh, that's a nice one. Cleaned up the creature pressure plate interface. Made paved roads only need as much material as required by the road tiles rather than the whole rectangle. That would be an interesting thing. Made translated names appear properly at the top of the screen when viewing creatures. Stop dwarves from liking special items. I thought there was it was about special metals before. Fixed a problem with unnamed historical figure, statue, figurine, item names, and description. Fixed color display problem in Civ list. Gave not you Civ's range of 30 pathwise for neighbor stats on a bark. Oh, okay. So this is just how far away it can be when it's not you, when it shows up as accessible, I guess. I don't know. Sounds confusing, but I understand it. Allowed use of number and burrow names without moving cursor. SDL string question mark should no longer enter as a pipe, and pipe should be enterable. Respected question mark entry in several places. Okay. Now I actually need to download it myself, and then I'll start up running. Okay, I have it downloaded. First things first, I think I'll go check out the initiative files. Or whatever. Initiate, I guess, would be the thing it's shortening. Okay, and I'm not assuming much will have changed, but it's always nice to take a look through these, just in case someone hasn't before. If you're doing a tile set where it's just the tile set and you don't really have to change much, generally this is the one line you'll have to change to whatever the name of the thing is. Depending, you might have to change these. Wherever you got it from should tell you that, and if it doesn't, you can probably figure out if there's others there if you need to. These are all nice things, and if you really want to get into it, you can change them up to definitely improve your experience. As it is, especially since this is just a relatively short-lived gameplay session, I won't be tweaking any of these numbers too much. This shows the FPS on screen when you're playing the game. This is the frame, not graphical. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the this isn't the frame rate. This is the rate of game, as in it's moving this fast, or it's capped at this fast. So if for some reason you have God's computer, you can cap it down to 200, so all of a sudden the dwarves don't all die of starvation instantly. This is the actual refresh rate of the screen, or of the game itself. Pretty sure the graphical refresh of both of my windows is 60, so I'll put it up to that. Of course, all these other things, priority, you can actually put that up a little more. Of course, whenever I use Dwarf Fortress, it either uses most of it anyway, and I'm not playing anything else, so this doesn't really affect me. But if you're on a computer where you have to have something else running, this might be important to get a better experience. The mouse is somewhat used. It's not used a lot, and I just let it do its thing. Occasionally it's useful. And compress save, because the saves can be kind of big. Save, and now this. This has a bunch more stuff that actually is a little more important for what we're doing here. The autosave seasonal, auto backup yes, autosave on pause yes. Basically, every season it'll save, it'll make a backup of that season, and it'll pause when it's saved, because it takes a while to save, so I like to look at something else or do something else. Initial save, I'm turning to yes. Basically, as soon as you embark somewhere, it'll save. You don't need to, and if you're planning on like just checking what an area looks like, this is an important one to not have on. Basically, if you don't have this on, you can just close Dwarf Fortress and then like force close it and then open again and be able to re-embark on basically the same place. I've actually done that before, and it's basically just a matter of, well, this area looks nice, but do I want it in these 4x4 areas, or move it one tile over? It can be useful if you're looking for a very specific thing, or you just really want some kind of something or other, and you don't know if you're getting the feature how you want it. There's a bunch of stuff here. Interesting things, like if you don't want artifacts, you can say no to them. If you don't want cave-ins, though the cave-ins are lenient enough in this that it doesn't really matter as much. The embark rectangle, this doesn't change much because you can change it yourself. All it means is when you move it around, it'll be at this size when you move it around. Useful if you're just looking for a 3x3 area and you just want to scroll around a bit. There's some information here, like how far something has to be to store it somewhere or wherever. It could be useful. Coffin, no pet. This is basically just when you make a coffin, it'll have a default for pets. And if you put this to yes, it disallows pets from the coffin as default. If I'm going to have pets in coffins, I'm going to have a cemetery just for them, because they don't really get thoughts that I care about, or people don't. I'm not sure, actually. Maybe if you really go on someone's pet, you can do something nice. Anyway, unless I'm just like tombing up some peasants, I haven't been doing it recently because I haven't really had the stuff to do it, but I tend to like assign actual tombs to people after a certain point. So if you die before that, I guess I would need to set out a thing. But generally you have a coffin already signed if this fortress is big enough for me. These are all the tree options. This is where you want to have the number of idlers. You can turn it off, but it's useful to know. The labors, as in what it's just automatically just going to have. There's other options, but skills is probably the best. Basically, if someone shows up with fishing and pottery, they'll have those options enabled. Relatively useful. Population cap. More dwarves means more population, means more FPS drop. Basically, yeah. And this is just how much of the fort is babies. There's... I can't remember what the numbers mean exactly. But, yeah, if you leave it as it is by default, not really important. It won't really limit it at all. I think the first is the number, and the second is the percentage of the population. This is the seed cap, relatively new thing to the 2014 version. And that's basically just how many of any one kind of seed there is, and how many seeds in total. I definitely don't advise upping it too much. You definitely don't need hundreds and hundreds of seeds. And if you up this too much, you'll end up with like a few thousand plump helmets and you don't have a room for anything else. Varied ground tile. I like it. Some people don't like the fact that it's all willy-nilly and stuff. You can turn it on and off. Gravings obscured. It says you can toggle them. I'll have to look into how, because I've never really figured that out. But I kind of like just the way that it is when it's not. This is an important one. This shows how much water is actually in a square, 1 to 7. And I think we're about, yeah, that's the end of it. Oh, that worked out. Close that. And actually get Dwarf Fortress started. We'll watch a little movie. Yeah, I like the movie. The only thing I could say is it's almost deceptive in the graphical quality you should be expecting, because it is very much an actual animated thing rather than just letters and stuff. You know, to each their own. Well, let's actually make a world for us to play around in. Since this is a new version, we'll see what the defaults make. And that also means it's time for a time lapse. Okay. That pretty much does it. There's some interesting stuff that I saw. Mostly that one island. Huh. I'm assuming that... Let's see. That's a tomb, right? Yeah. So I'm assuming, like, some people just have a setup here. Like, is this a... Yeah, human town. There's a human town. And the human tower, human tower, human tower. Yeah, what I'm going to assume happened here was that someone just went, discovered it, and then someone else, and someone else, and someone else, and people just kept discovering the whole necromantic thing. And because the only thing here is a human town. Like, there's some hamlets and stuff, but the best thing they've got is a human town. No one was actually able to stop it. And it doesn't seem like they're fighting each other, so they kind of just went and took over. Though I do like the area along here. It was interesting to see it grow. Where was the other area? Ah, yeah, here we go. We've got a bunch of elven stuff around because of the forest. Over this way, we actually have some goblin stuff. And the hills are positively stuffed with dwarves. It's an interesting area. So I definitely might be playing, like, over here. Who knows? And here we are. Let's go check out... Oh, looks like these are actually at least 2 dwarven empires. That's interesting. Yep. That is interesting. Oh, 3. We've got this one right there, and then we've got this one. Palace of Construction, Harness Gem, and Lanterns. Harness Gem looks nice, though. Let's see what kind of area we can get. And is it still... No? If I want goblins, I'm going to have to be somewhere over in this area, apparently. Well, maybe if I actually choose one of the ones that's more over this... Nope. So. Got some, evil train, or sinister train here. It's got goblins, and that's about all it has, actually. Yeah, that would be nice. A dwarven fort extending into this area would be an interesting thing to look into. Now let's check out the actual information about the area I'm about to try to go into. Okay, so this is the mountains themselves, and they have deep metal, period. No trees, also. Just evil. Here it's heavily forested, and it also only has deep metal. And here it's woodland, and it has some soil. What kind of area over here? Also deep metal. Oh, that was the escape key. Not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. We're back in place. Let's actually check up this way. Actually an elven fort right there. Not exactly partial of being so close, but once again, only deep metals. Huh. Yeah, it seems there's only deep metals in this area for some reason. That's interesting. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to settle for that. I guess I don't... yeah. So yeah, I think I'll actually end up with this place that I originally was looking at. It's a pretty decent area. It's got the stuff set up pretty well. Oddly enough, that's where the fours are. Oh well, let's actually go with it, I guess. Since it's a snapshot, or not snapshot, that's Dwarf, or that's Minecraft. Since it is just recent updates, bug fix even, I'll go with the play now, just you know, go with the usual. The default even. And here we are. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Thiradel. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by belt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, But it's spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the grizzly bears get hungry. New chapter Dwarven history begins here at this place. Otendusum, mine worked. Strike the earth. That's actually pretty good. I haven't seen grizzly bears in the recent versions. I'm not sure why it's telling me grizzly bears, because there's that whole sinister biome going on. But maybe it's not that dangerous. Ha ha ha. Yes, definitely not that dangerous. Maybe it'll rain goblin blood. Who knows? Been there, done that. And yeah. Not looking too bad. What's the evil area? Ah, yes. All kinds of fun little squigglies. Dense wormy tail and staring eyeballs. Of course there are. Are there trees? There are not trees. Then again, I knew that. It told me that, in fact. Don't even know why I bothered asking. I guess there's always the possibility that, like, maybe there was, like, some sort of tree of some description. Like, the desert says that it's very sparse or something, and it's, like, got all the interesting cacti going on. Let's see. Not exactly the best area for my usual method, but we can work with it. Anything up right above there? No. Okay. And I'll need to go and set you to be a miner as well, and woodworker I need to go and set to be a woodcutter as well. Lots of trees. I think I'll just tell them to strip out this bottom layer, just because this is going to be the easiest layer to tell them to just completely strip. Everything else would have other layers getting in the way. Previous layers, anyway. And unpause. There we go. And they're off. So I'm thinking, let's see, do we have trees up here? We actually do have a tree or so up here, which I guess would be fine. Would be something I probably want to remove just so that the roots aren't in the area. I wonder how long it'll take one of the woodcutters to get around to doing it. Actually think about it. Let's go. Oh, that is that area. Yeah. That's one of the things about these kind of trains. They got squiggly stuff. Like the eyeball stuff blinks. The worm tails squiggle. Oh, there we go. Dig R. Oh, it's raining elf blood. Awesome. I guess everyone gets around on the blood. It'll cover up all that squiggly stuff. Perfect. And we'll remove that. Anything important? You know, I could probably squeeze this in a little bit farther to get the gems there. We'll see if there's more gems. There are. Squeeze it in one more row. I don't see gems anymore. Is that all the gems? Yep, all the gems. Okay. That'll do, that'll do. And we'll set them to chop that one random tree as well. Though most of them don't have jobs. And actually what do you do? You're the one that also does a bunch of butchery and whatnot. You are not fishing, so there aren't fish to fish for. You are... we'll put them to leather armor, I guess. And the early abbeys. Squad, schedule... Or no, X, 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 X. Since there is only one of them. AT, they're active. Sure, why not? And let's get rid of these random ones that are just floating out here. Happens depending on how the things get mined out. So, not really that important. Gotta actually dig a place. Actually, if I... Well, first of all, take out that. Am I going to end up digging a little farther? I might. It would flatten out the whole area. Kinda got a thing for that, so yeah. Go do that. And once I get that tree trimmed up, I'll work on that as well. Yeah, it looks like it goes in rows. So, yeah, starting at the upper left. How far will I have to go? Oh, well, it's a relatively small area, all things considered. I'm basically just not wanting to ramp right up into the tree. I wonder why I didn't have roots for those yet. We may never know. And I may never care. Are you training? What weapon? What? Okay, it didn't die. What collapsed? Oh, dang it, he did die. What collapsed? There wasn't a tree up there, was there? Military... You know what? You're not. Disband the squad. You're a minor. I don't know if it's forbidden stuff or not, but... Honestly. God dang it. 1, 2, 3... Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. We'll dig out that area. Do we have any... What's it? Boy, that's descriptive. What am I thinking of? Do we have any stone? And yes, we do. Shop mason. Half willing to bet that the guy that just died is the mason, actually. Stone warrior. No, you... Okay, he wasn't the mason. Okay. Why... Go on, go put his corpse there. What kind of stuff was left behind when he died? All that stuff. DVD. ORO. There we go. Everyone will go dump all that clothing on his corpse. Or they'll get horrified, but you know, it'll toughen them, I guess. Why aren't you horrified? This pacifier. I have no clue. Okay, weird. And it's set to dump still. Okay, someone will eventually get around to dumping it. Hopefully this will harden them. Like, here's the corpse of your friend. Ha ha ha. Hope you don't mind. Not that I'm trying to be cruel, just that's how it's turning out. Of all the people to die, though, I was kind of expecting the guys in charge of the trees. If only because they're, you know, the ones that deal with things that'll fall on them. Oh, you were just going to dump an item, were you? Can't say I wasn't expecting something like that. Luckily, chopping trees is relatively quick. And to be honest, I really shouldn't, or I really don't have to drop or chop all these trees. I could just wait until I actually need some wood and then chop some. Like, a few trees. But it's easier just to mass designate it. It's like, and yeah, chop these trees. Actually, that's a good point. Any other trees in this area, whether I see them or not, get chopped. What is up with that? H. There we go. Give my miners something else to do. And we'll move all the random ramps that get left behind by anything like this. There we go. Only a few, all things considered, but might as well. Okay. Build farm plot. What happens if you have a build P? Yeah, you can't do that. Okay, remove the destination. There we go. Build P. What kind of seeds do we have anyway? Oh, right. Too many seeds. Who isn't doing anything? The jeweler. You can also be the bookkeeper. Okay. From there. Yeah, that should do. Build P, farm plot. I don't know what there is, but we'll want it eventually, so we'll do the customary 6 plots. Technically, I can get away with 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more, I think. Unless I start miscounting at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Yeah, the fact that they're flashing on and off is kind of hard to tell what's going on. Dig Z. There we go. A little bit of final work there, and then we'll actually start. Oop, missed one. I'm actually tempted to just remove all the ramps in the area like that. Yeah, we'll do it. Doesn't really do much except potentially make it harder to get up there, but I feel it's necessary. Bookkeeper and fish cleaner. I think the original woodcutter is the one that's grower. Yeah. That's another thing. I'll let them finish that, and then they can start. I'll know that they're finished chopping trees when they start planting seeds, I guess. We've got all his random stuff here. It's all forbidden, too. TV. Should actually reclaim it, because it doesn't need to be forbidden. It's just is. How do I want to extend this area? I could just make a ramp somewhere in here. Yeah. Well, channel, but, you know. They're gonna dig down. That's basically the here and there of it. PCT. Enable, enable, enable. Disable. Enable, 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 enable. Nope. Yes, yes. And we'll put it to the side of the thing here. And they'll actually start moving the clothes again, but DVD. And that'll include the gems as well, but par for the course. I should really get a coffin or something set up for him. Oh, and training elf blood again. That's always nice. I think I will extend this one more. Yeah. But I only need 5. Because I'm not doing the trade depot like I did the one time. Dig. Nope, didn't go far enough. I thought it didn't look right. There we go. There's actually stuff right over there. Nothing that way. Da 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 4. X. 1, 2, 3, 4. And X. That should give them enough work for the moment. Still felling trees? One of them is. We've actually got a few of those things set up, so that's good. And raining elf blood again. That's cute. Miners mining, everything else working. Okay, seems to be good. In this place, you shall have a plump helmet year-round. You shall have dimple cups year round, I guess. Not exactly the most useful, but once the others get all set up, it'll be fine. Oh right, I could have just checked here to see what seeds I had. Dimple, plump, cave, sweet, rock. Okay, cool. Yeah, that'll take a while. It's actually rock, and one of them is basically just brand new. Well, both of them probably are, come to think of it. Since the one doesn't start with the mining activated, it's only competent, and the other guy is... Where's the other guy? Talented, yeah. Cancel stockpile, horrified. Ah, silly fish cleaner. Z. Playing the lack of chairs? I can't see anything specific in her thoughts about it. So I guess it's alright. Well, air quotes alright. One of our dwarves is dead. And that's definitely not alright. But, you know, worrying about it isn't going to bring the dwarf back or anything. And to be honest, actually, I don't. Build workshop, mason. Build workshop, mason shop. Build that there. I'm going to want to have someone dealing with it. Because I just realized we do have the sinister area with all the blood. And I'm assuming there's nothing bad going on, but there's some interesting weather effects that could happen at some point. I'm thinking because where I have the corpses outside of the blooded area, I should be fine. But, you know, yeah, you don't know. It's like, yeah. So I'll just let it ride. Dig out that area there. Okay, and that's where the stones are getting dumped. DB. That is where the stones are getting dumped, right? No, where are they? Where have they dumped the stones at? Not there. Oh, I had them dump somewhere around here, and because of... Yeah, I had them dump here because I extended it. They're dumping it down the stairs because it's available to do that. That's cute. Kind of annoying, but cute nonetheless. Huh. I really didn't think of that. Also, probably makes the ramps slightly dangerous. All things considered. Well, we have the mason's workshop up so we can make a proper coffin for the dwarf now. Maybe we should, big X. Cancel some of that and dig. Do I want somewhat ornate rooms for the coffins, or I could do 3 by 3 and it wouldn't be too much of a tax on me. And make a door. Yeah. Any other things? Make a quad of statues. I'll have it at the back, statues at the corner. There's a door. And I guess if there was anything else important that the guy had, I could set it up. Like, if I ever get a fortress to the point where I have a lot of dwarves and I start doing this for a lot of people and set it up ahead of time, I could definitely have a thing where it's like, and you have these pets? Okay, there's a coffin for this pet here, and this pet here, and this pet here. Basically, just set coffins up for its pets as well. That's definitely somewhat in the future that this fort probably will never reach. Yeah, most likely it's never going to reach that point. Just because realistically, there's probably going to be another version. I like to start fresh, just to see what the tweaks have done overall. Actually, we could use a few more doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dig out that, and probably 3 more doors after that to put in there. Why is there a thing there? There should be a thing there. Well, the fish cleaner just keeps getting horrified. What's your problem? Another door for the actual entrance area right there. But it looks like the coffin is actually done. Actually, dig. Slight misbuild. Damn it. I guess he'll only get a smoothed room. Ah, well, he wasn't very important in the first place, so yeah, he just gets a smoothed room. Lots of stuff for people to do. Sadly, only one person of the people I have actually could do that stuff. You are not a miner at the moment. You don't get to do that stuff. Actually... be a couple people doing stuff. Actually, you also aren't stone detailer. Bookkeeper, you can detail stone. Fish cleaner, you can detail stone. And whenever we have idlers, you can detail stone. You've got work to do. You are set up to do it. Okay, I just haven't given enough time. Yeah, custom level of detailing. So the next one would obviously be across the hall. But there'll be 2 gaps between the next area over here, so that if the person has some importance to them, I can engrave the walls and not have the tombs of other people be engraved. Because clearly I need to be petty about this. You aren't some person that's important, you don't get engravings. Most of them probably won't even have engraved floors. Yeah, like the back wall all engraved. Like you were vaguely okay. This guy, since he is a miner, he probably would have rated some engravings somewhere, but... Oh, hello, season change. He kind of left us in a bit of a bind by dying so early, and he hadn't done much of anything. Fighting. What are you fighting? Deflected. Cloud alone, cloud up. Oh. That's interesting. And build a door. And another door. And another door. And another door. And another door. And we're out of doors. And smooth stuff. And actually build a burial receptacle, which is N. And statue. Or what the statues of. I am building statues for him, so I guess that can make up for it somewhat. But, you know. Yeah. He's not getting much more than that. Being a little petty with his afterlife here. Oh good, Gabbro doors look pretty okay. That's good because we only have Gabbro to make doors out of, but that's beside the point, right? Right? Oh, and need at least a couple more probably build door. And one of the statues is actually in place. Let's go check it out. Huh. Gabbro statue. View description. Exceptional Gabbro statue of a dwarf. I have a designed image of a dwarf and Gabbro by Ravid Kummergrith. And yeah, that's probably about what we're gonna get for most of them this early on. Can't really help that. Here's another statue. Oop, pause. There we go. And of a forgotten beast. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Well crafted, a forgotten beast, well designed. It is of a forgotten beast. They are not telling us which forgotten beast, but it is a forgotten beast. Better than nothing, I guess. And this one is... oh, of someone. Istrath, Jade Fortune, image, the deity of wealth depicted as a female dwarf and 3 dwarves in Gabbro by Ravid Kummergrith. Looks offended, is... looks offended. I guess the god's offended that you died so soon. If you wanted a better thing, you shouldn't have died. And actually, I'm going to build the receptacle in the center of the room. Or no. I don't know why I'm trying to change my mind this late on. That's exactly where it goes. Goes on the back wall of dwarves. Dwarves. So a bunch of dwarves. Find it slightly amusing that the one area where we're having a bunch of stuff being put is going to end up for dead people. Basically, no one's gonna see it, because once he's in, I'm locking the door. Is someone taking care of... Not yet. Okay. Probably already claimed by him. Apparently... Used for burial. I guess I do need to actually set it up to be used as burial. The Akhier shit. It's not even a tomb, it's just a place where his corpse will lie. To get a tomb, you had to be alive. Q. O. Forbidden. And tightly sealed. Not that the tightly sealed matters much after it's been forbidden, but, you know. It is. That's the important thing, right? How many doors you got coming down the line? Looks like we'll have enough doors. Oh, you never know. Probably can't reach that back wall area. Doesn't matter, but... Yeah, I can't reach it. If I wanted to reach it, I'd have to build floors out over the thing. Like... So, And then I can just deconstruct them once I've gotten the... Wait, no, not like so. Build seafloor. Going to need to build one there, and one there. Because I want to get the corners as well. Gotta remember the corners. Yes. By the way, smooth this. And they should get those areas taken care of relatively quickly, all things considered. Do we only have 3 fields set up for anything at this point? Probably. Yep. Then this one we just did so cave wheat. And this one will be pigtails. And who's the guy that... You're the guy that does that. Okay, wood cutting, related metalsmithing. You don't get hauling jobs. They're vaguely important. Build door. I will note that the doors aren't really important to have. It's just... I could actually call everyone inside at this moment and then lock the doors. So, the possibility of safety. Vaguely important. Well, as far as I'm concerned. I kind of like being safe. Actually, I want it a little farther back. Not directly on there. There we go. can actually remove both of those. It's gotten the stuff that actually needs to be done finished. We're about to have that one done as well, I'm assuming. He's probably going to complete... Yep, there we go. Oh, migrants. Where'd they show up? Over here, okay. That's good. A miller... who can... That's, yeah, that's his only thing. Leather armor. The dipped tools. And it's raining. That's interesting. Dissector, cleaner, fisher, dwarf. There are no fish around, so... you can become part of the dip tools as well. You're a child. You're probably also a child. You... spinner. Shearer, spinner, bookkeeper. Or beekeeper. You don't really have any useful skills, sir. So if you don't mind, you can just become a part of the military as well. Beekeeper, and that's your only job. If I was to keep either of you as an actual person, it would be the guy with multiple skills instead of just beekeeping. Just saying. Military schedule. And the actual training, we want to edit it and reduce it down to 2 at a time. That way, if one of them needs to stop and go take a nap or drink some water, they can. Hey, we've actually got 5 people in it. That's pretty good, actually, all things considered. Here, go and make an armor stand. That needs to be removed. Did the... No, we've got carpenter. Okay, cool. They're just busy. A few more need to become recruit. Wait a second, squad. 5. Okay, actually. I thought there was less people. Edit. Plus 3, yeah. That way there's a little leeway. And that should do. Also, I should probably go and say all of you can stone detail. Not masonry, but just detail. Nope, that's woodworking. There we go. Become a recruit. Become a recruit. What's that? You have a job for us? We're training. We're training. Don't mind us. I doubt that's how it actually was just happening, but that's how I see it in my head. Oh, actual work? No thank you. Actually, that is a point. If I dig out this, I can build actual walls there. Probably end up digging out a few places. What are the digging people doing? The one's on break and the one's not digging anymore at the moment. So I guess that's neither here nor there. Get around to it eventually. Just like the guy that's supposed to be planting seeds will. Okay, yeah, planting seeds, that's fine. I guess I should actually get a refuse pile. There's some refuse actually collecting inside the fort, and that could cause some miasm. I think this is a good stopping point for here. We've got some dwarves training in the military and all. Why did it go like that? I must have went down one extra one by accident. But yeah, this seems like as I said, a good place to stop. So we'll save the game, and yeah, everything seems to be going fine. Hopefully I can continue on, but you never know. Something new might come out that I need to start a new world or something like that for. So yeah, this is Akhier Dragonheart. If you liked the video, leave a like, and I'm signing out.